Harrison with you, and as you know, there's nothing more fun than technology. It is a way to create community, take people from all over the world and to become one. I've often talked about living in Los Angeles, a 50-mile-long suburb with no town hall. You will never even know your neighbors unless you have a cell phone that actually works and you paid the plan. Well, now comes Blue Jeans, based, of course, in Northern California, where all the genius of technology is born. And it's called Blue Jeans. And it's a way to unite not one, not two, not three, not five, but thousands of people all at one time in a massive video conference moment. And I'm sitting next to Kelly Seelig. And Kelly, we're basically about to sort of demonstrate, at least with one caller, sort of a talk show concept where you and I could be here and just start bringing people in unlimited. It sort of works that way, right?
It absolutely works that way. And how it starts is everybody comes in one-way mode. And then when you're ready to bring people in one at a time, they can raise their hand and be introduced into the conversation.
So let's say we're doing a network show with an audience of 1 million people. So thousands could actually participate. Not that you'd have time to actually put everyone on the air, but can we like pick people out one by one and say we want Mildred in Ohio, but not Timmy in Arkansas? You could sort of sift through and pick who you want to put on next.
You could actually, and right now the product can go up to 100 people that you could put in the presentation mode where they could be opted in.
Well, we have somebody already, a caller, anonymously, I believe, to show how this works, right?
We do.
We're going to do that. We're going to bring in one of your colleagues, I believe. We're here, by the way, at the Sundance Film Festival. You'll note that we're wearing heavy winter coats for a very good reason. It's heavily winter here. And so even on the inside, it's kind of like the outside with just a little heat. And that's really the great fun of being up at this high altitude in Utah here in Robert Redford's back porch. And what greater place to be able to premiere and showcase this cool technology that is bringing people all over the world able to watch Sundance, where before you had to physically be here or wait for somebody to post a tape or hand it to a network or get it online. These folks have made it possible to take movie stars, put them out, and anybody, anywhere, real time can see this one by one by one. It really is extraordinary. Is your colleague ready to come on?
Let's check. It looks like she is.
I think she is. Let's go ahead and bring her in here, and we'll just showcase just one of what might be 100 people. And there we are. You're inside an old English painted phone booth.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
We're going to lip read here because we didn't bring headsets, but you can hear us great, right?
Sure can.
Absolutely. Now we hear you too. And so the quality, Mr. Redford, by the way, I see you've changed your hair from the last movie I saw you in, but it's okay. It's a new look and it's a new generation. So tell us, Bob, how do you feel about Sundance this many years later?
Well, I just got my hair done, so thank you for noticing. I think every year it keeps changing and surprising me more and more. And as the technology evolves, I think it just gets better and better.
And when you started this film festival, many years ago, 15 years ago, we were still dealing with beta tapes. We were still dealing with over-the-air TV. And I don't think anybody imagined, when you think, Mr. Redford, about the internet 15 years ago, we were emailing on it. That's about it. The notion of a podcast was a big luxury. This is now mainstream, what you guys do at Blue Jeans.
Well, it was so long ago, I've forgotten. But I'm sure glad we have it today.
Well, there it is. It's very hard, as we get older to remember these complex thoughts. But I guess that's the beauty also of this technology is if Mr. Redford, as we see, has forgotten, there will be up to 1,000 other people, 999 other people waiting in queue, and you could cherry pick them to bring in the information.
You can. It even has a chat capacity where you could see what people want to ask ahead of time, so then you know who to bring in.
Wow. What about, say, live tweeting or live social media simultaneously? Is that coming down the road?
It is, but we'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, obviously, you totally thought about it. And for this version that we're seeing today, we're keeping it lean and mean so we can demonstrate it without covering it up with a million graphics so that we can really understand it. But I think it's a wonderful way to bring in people. Now, what if somebody is in, the top of the Swiss Alps? Can they participate wherever we are?
As long as they have a strong internet connection, they can access. There's nothing stopping them but that.
So basically, it's unlimited, up to 1,000 people, which is way too many anyway. And how cool that you can do overkill and then have to dial it back rather than we're Skype. We're limited to 2. That's it. We're done. It goes on and on.
Yes,
And
definitely does.
And how many can you bring in all at one time if you wanted to?
We could bring in up to 100, correct? It's just how it might look. Yes. Aesthetically, I'm not sure you'd want to do that, but you could up to 100. And then you still get, the great thing is you still have the 1,000 that can experience the conversation. Because not everyone wants to play and participate, right? But the ones that can, have that opportunity.
And I can see the applications, obviously, for corporate uses where you're addressing all your shareholders, or in a big company, all the different branches, say a bank, all over the world, all over the country. And then people can ask questions and say, well, what if I rob the bank? Is that going to be a problem for you at headquarters? And they can say yes or no.
That's absolutely true. As a matter of fact, we're actually doing, with one of the premieres tomorrow, which is Most Likely to Succeed, we're doing a community premiere, and the documentary was about High Tech High in San Diego, and they're bringing in groups of high school students from Salt Lake City to see the premiere, and then post-premiere, they'll be doing a live primetime communication with the San Diego High students, so the students here can ask them about the film.
We've been talking to Katie Seelig. She is with Blue Jeans. You can go to their website, bluejeans.com. Is that right?
That is
bluejeans.com. You can check it out. And I think you're offering people a little free trial, right?
We are. We have a 14-day free trial for anyone. If you just go on bluejeans.com/Sundance, you can try it out for 14 days for yourself.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, or thank you for letting me join you, really, is how it is. I've totally taken this thing over here. Good, clean fun. But the technology allows for that. That's the best part.
That's right.
Is that you can be the host with 1,000 people in your audience. It takes all of 2 or 3 minutes to set up, and you are anywhere. You are ubiquitous, whatever that word means. Thank you so much.
Absolutely true.
Harris with you. We'll see you again soon.